Coming up today live, why escapism feels so good and why it's quietly costing you everything. Yeah, just sitting back and playing in the corner, playing, and how to pull yourself back into reality without burning your life down. And you know what, Jimmy? The conversation starts right now, live on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, Marty, Johnny, everybody else, right now. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab, where
when something negative comes up.
Building muscle improves blood flow.
From squirting to squirreling.
Start small, build up, and expand from there.
Be entertained by fun over here.
How have I slept? Has my sleep been good? Seven.
Doesn't come from breaking the rules, you guys. Good morning. Welcome back to Mornings in the Live with Keith, John, and Friends, your live morning show experience built for real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversation. Yes, I got an invitation for you. Sit down, ears up, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. I want to see you in the comments this morning, nation. Vertical, horizontal feeds are all together. Jimmy's out there. Melissa taking a day off. Good morning, nation. Tell us where you're tuning in from today and what you're excited about today on a Friday. Fair warning, this is an R-rated experience, sometimes gets X-rated. Yes, baby. I'm just warning you. We talked about jerking off earlier this week. What? Yeah, R-rated, X-rated. So if the kids are around, you just kind of let them know that if daddy's talking about the morning wood, there's a reason for it. Yes. Hey, don't hit that snooze button, guys. You hit the snooze button, you're going to be behind the guy who didn't. Yep. So all year you've been dragging your ass 9 minutes behind. 9 minutes by 9 minutes. So hey, here's my invitation for you. Get up. Because we're here to help you start your day right with laughter, insights, and live morning accountability. We got no excuses here, nation. I had a late night last night. Sleep score was 58. I got up and got after. Good morning, Holroyd. Good morning, Sullivan. Good to see you there in the comments this morning. Today, we have some fun. The current conversations bounce from what happens when food gets cooked a little too aggressively to humans. Jimmy, we're going to wreck John's life today. Yeah, humans figured out fire way earlier than we thought. So all of Johnny's metaphors, all of Anderson's metaphors don't mean nothing now. Yeah, he just dated himself. We're talking about that. And hey, history broke yesterday between OpenAI and Disney. We're talking about it. Coming up bottom of the hour, center stage, the doctor, John Petrocelli. We're talking bullshit or no bullshit. Yep, he is the professor of bullshit where big ideas meet the reality check that usually avoids. So if you ever nodded along to something, you're like, yeah, I think that's great. But wait a minute. My gut thinks that's kind of bullshit. Well, we're going to get to it today with our resident doc, the Dr. Petrocelli. Today's main event, the Escapism Trap, why men are quietly checking out of reality. As we head into the holiday seasons, a lot of men will just sit back in the corner, pick up the video games, maybe pick up their phones and just dive into checking out. We're going to talk about the quiet way men's disappear into work, screens, substances, fantasies, or anywhere, because reality sometimes feels heavier than it used to be. And hey, maybe we can guide our way out of those situations. Hey, right after that, we're going to shift gears with the software update for your body. Yes, we are. We're going to talk peptides here on the show here today with Johnny. No hype, no miracle talk, just a clear explanation of what's real, what's noise, and why so many guys are suddenly curious about upgrading the hardware. Yes, instead of just grinding harder. It seems like peptides are all over the planet these days. And we got the resident expert himself, my co-host, my brother from another mother, John Anderson here. We're going to talk peptides. He knows everything to know about them. So if you want to ask questions, you need anything to know about peptides, talking about it with Johnny coming up later on the show. Morning Focus. Yes, Morning Focus. We're talking about a simple but uncomfortable truth. AI made us equal. Discipline might decide who wins. When everybody has access to the same tools, the only real advantage, Jimmy, is how handsome you are. Yeah, that's why I'm winning. Just saying. I'm just saying out there, Holroyd. Yeah, I'm winning because I'm handsome. I'm the handsome chief. So you guys can pick up your tools. You can hit your snooze button, but you're still going to be 9 minutes behind me because I'm the handsome chief. Yeah, true fucking story. Yep, 100%. Wrap it up with the community corner. Today, we're going to get into YouTube, LinkedIn, and Substack with our very own Maya Reyes. The second half of the Human Smoke Show here on the Mornings in the Lab Network. So grab the coffee, guys. Settle in. Stay with us. Get off the shitter. This is your morning accountability partner and your reminder that checking out is easy, but staying present is where everything starts. You know what starts? Right now. The Morning Loop starts right now.
Yesterday, Jelly Roll dropped too big to function, and every guy on the rooftop suddenly got very quiet for a second. We laughed, but you could feel it land. Most men know a part of life that is too something to function. Too heavy to move, too tired to show up, too distracted to build. The joke stung because it was honest. Then the universe doubled down with that plane in the driveway. Look up while driving, brother. Reality is still live. That is the escapism trap. Head down in someone else's storyline until life throws metal into your lane. This morning is about looking up on purpose, not just when something crashes. Grab coffee. Morning Loop starts now.
Hey, you guys can join the show with us. Yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can join the show with us. Haha. How do you do that, you wonder? I got a few ways you can do that. We got the comments open right over there. On the right-hand side, the comments, come say hello. Come tell us where you're joining us from. Come say hi to Sullivan. Come say hi to Royd. Holroyd, come say hi to Jimmy. Come say hi to the handsome chief. Yes, and hey, second hour, we like to open the phone lines. 431-300-3005. The ultimate morning show phone sex hotline with the very own Jimmy. Producer Jimmy bringing you to the relaxation point of your life. 431-300-3005 starring Jimmy. Yeah. So, hey, you guys want to join the show? Call me later. Second hour, 431-300-3005. And Jimmy with Lady Drew out of the community. For whatever reason, I find that our phone lines are somewhat quiet here today. So that is going on. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning. So I got up this morning, checked the sleep score, Jimmy. 58. Woo! Holy smokers. And you know what? This might be the first time where I believe it. Yeah. Had a late night. So the handsome chief's normal bedtime between 8 and 9. Man, didn't get to bed till about 10:30 last night. So 10:30, closer to 11, actually. So to those of you that are doing the math, and I'm not doing it right now because my brain's not that sharp here today. Although ChatGPT 5.2 dropped yesterday. And Jimmy, it looks like that it's better at math that I'm failing at this morning. Sullivan, great live raw show with shock jock wake up flavor. It's true, man. Yeah, that's what we do here in the lab. Had dinner last night. People like, Jimmy was out for dinner last night. And people are like, so what do you do? And I always find that question quite humorous because I'm a YouTuber. Like, what? Dude, you're old. I'm like, I know, but I'm a fucking YouTuber. Yeah, I got a morning show. Like, what? Like, who has a morning show? Well, this chief does. Yeah, morning show Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock live Eastern time, X, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So it was a fun conversation. Met a wonderful bunch of people last night. Jimmy, I met an art dealer last night. Somebody who goes and finds crazy art and then finds buyers and does really crazy shit. And I met a guy who actually, he's a metal recycler. And I know you might think that's kind of boring shit, but it's actually not. Think about it. And Holroyd, I think you'd appreciate this. The people that go up there picking everybody's scrap metal, lots of money in that business, man. But we don't think about it because we think it's just kind of like, it's just fuck scrap metal. Yeah, somebody else's junk is somebody else's treasure. Pretty cool shit, man. Pretty cool shit. We got Holroyd. I don't have a device to score my sleep, but I'm probably at about 58 as well. You and me both. Hey, Holroyd, I'll text you when I'm going to bed tonight. Adam, I'm going to bed. What are you doing? Keith, I'm in the kitchen staring at the pantry. No. Yeah, I'm thinking that it is a 58 here today. But so then this morning, Jimmy, I log into LinkedIn before the show. I love this kind of shit, man. I see that I have a message from somebody, and some dude's like, "Hey, this was actually pretty ridiculous." Guy says, "Hey, I saw you saw my profile. Do you work out?" I'm like, "What? Is that your pickup line?" No, actually, it was, "How often do you work out?" I'm like, hold on a second here. Hey, I saw that you saw my profile. How often do you work out? What the fuck is that? Honest to God, man. Dude, there's got to be a better line in 2025. How often do you work out? Yeah, especially when I stumble by your LinkedIn. Yeah. No femboy stumbling by your LinkedIn. Hey, apparently, so there's Maybe I'll just leave femboy on the table. Oh, is John Anderson joining the lab while I'm bringing up femboy? I didn't mean to connect the two by no means. No, I just was talking. Anyways, Jimmy, let's bring in the big dog himself. What's going on, Anderson? How are you, brother? Oh, you're shaving.
Good morning. Fuck yeah, good morning, brother. Yeah,
Whoa,
yeah.
Look,
I had spent about Terry and my youngest daughter.
Yes.
Said that they wanted me to what it would look like if I didn't shave for a handful of days.
Oh,
and so even my head. And
dude,
you know, then you get the I don't know what the fuck you call that fucking ring, you know, where but it was after about 3 days, I was like, man, I feel itchy. I don't like this shit. So
yeah. Well, you look like I don't know. You look like a handsome itchy pool ball or something. You're all just kind of clean and I don't know, man. It's different.
I'm not itchy anymore. Fuck, dude. It was amazing when I got that shit off me. It's really my head, not my face.
Yeah,
my face was much different. My head.
No, but up here, because you're not used to it. It just scratch.
It wasn't even. I mean, we're talking 3 day stubble. Fuck, it wasn't that big of a deal. But I'm like one of those guys. I go a day without shaving my head, but usually never more.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, by the second or third day, I want my head smooth again.
Johnny wants his head smooth again. I'll tell you what was smooth. I was laughing before you got into the lab this morning. Logged into LinkedIn this morning, just did some checking before I got into the show, and some guy in my messages says, "Hey, I noticed you stopped by my profile." And then his next question, Johnny, how often do you work out? I'm like, what the fuck, man? What is this pickup line in fucking LinkedIn or something? Like, how often do you work out? Dude, go look at my profile, man. Like, I'm not. Just don't ask me that question. How often do you work out?
Well, you know, it's kind of crazy, dude. Sometimes, I mean, I agree. It was fucking silly way to open a conversation.
How often do you work? That's what I said to him too, John. I said, really? That's your conversation starter? It's exactly what I said. Like, really?
But it's like a lot of times it's like people that just they lack confidence. They don't know how to start a conversation.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, so it was somebody pointed out to me, and because people are constantly, you know, not all the time. I mean, fuck a lot. I gotta think credit.
I'm gonna interrupt you. I gotta get tiring of, hey, do you work out? How big do you bench? How much can you squat?
And asking me if I work out's fucking you. Okay, I can get that one. But maybe
I agree. Yes.
Fuck, I know. You fucking. It's like walking up to a black guy going, "Are you black?"
Totally. That's what I can't imagine.
So my answer is no.
Are you?
Because it's fucking ridiculous. It's like, you're going to ask me a silly question, I'll give you a silly answer.
Well, that's just it, right? Like, that's exactly just it. Well, and it's funny because I less so much to the dude that says, do you work out? I'm like, okay, so he says, you viewed my profile. Oh, so you clearly didn't view mine to get any indication of why you'd ask me that stupid question. Like, if you look at my profile, you'd get a sense of who and what I am. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm like, you clearly didn't see my profile. You just kind of thought the do you work out thing. I was just like, what are you doing, man?
I mean, bro, there's no way for it not to lend itself to some sort of, you know, trying to snuggle up to you for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, so I guess I'm kind of neat, man. You know how I love just kind of weird, different shit. Howard, I see your comment there. I have a guy that regularly patrols my neighborhood for scrap metal. I met a guy last night, and you know, John, I find some of the most fascinating businesses that we don't think about or we just don't pay any attention to. I met a fellow last night who owns one of the biggest scrap metaling companies in Winnipeg. So all he does is collect scrap metal. And you think, dude, that's good business, man, because it's everywhere and we don't place value on it, but it's value to somebody. You follow what I'm saying there? I guess that's pretty cool.
If it's, I mean, when you gather free shit and you can sell it,
yeah.
I mean, that's like, think of the concept, boil it down.
Right.
You know where they kind of fucked that up though, in neighborhood where we lived up north. And,
okay.
It was kind of an uppity neighborhood, and so you know, people weren't fucking pulling out lawnmowers and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
People are pulling out pieces of metal he wouldn't take. It wasn't enough metal.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
We'd put this stuff out like the fucking garbage can, and he'd come and he'd fucking take like one little thing.
And you're like,
you, I'm not putting more shit. I got to carry this back in now. What's the fucking wrong with you?
Boys, thank you for staying the extra day to help. You turned this little garage sale into something workable.
She said workable, Frankie. That is dangerously close to competent. I could get used to being the helpful one. Easy, St. Thomas. You carried 2 boxes and flirted with a waffle iron. Don't get ahead of yourself. You really want to go through with a barbecue, eh? In minus 20 degrees weather? Cold is just resistance training for the soul, Uncle Brian. Burgers taste better when you almost lose feeling in your face. We need to get serious about this winter arc thing. We need discipline, structure, and I hate to say it, but we need help. Yeah. We need someone who already lives that way. Someone who trains, sleeps, pays bills, remembers appointments. Unfortunately, I'm imagining familiar faces. Sterling and Preston. Annoyingly consistent, irritatingly right. I have an idea.
We call a truce for our own benefit. We learn everything useful from them, then kick ass.
Genius. So Monday, first thing, we walk into the MCN studio early. We shake their hands and shut our mouths. Sort of.
If you two catch pneumonia out here, I'm calling your mothers, not the ambulance.
Relax, Gladys. They're too darn stubborn to catch anything.
Don't I know it?
All right, we're starting Monday, and this time we're sticking to it. We show up, learn, and make them all look like amateurs.
The boys bringing it this morning. What's going on, Marty?
Mark, what's up, baby?
What's up, baby? What's up, guys? You know, I miss you guys, man.
Yes.
I saw where the fuck is my black brother from another mother? Come on, man.
Marty, you missed Johnny's joke earlier. We were laughing because some guy asked me just a ridiculous question, and I said, John, I can't imagine all the ridiculous questions. Like, do you work out? How much do you bench? And he's like, yeah. It's like some guy coming to me and asking me if I'm black. No, what do you think I am, right? It's like, what the hell, man? Like, dude, like, come on. Is it obvious that I work out?
That's crazy, man. Yeah.
Marty, how's your week been, pal? What's been going on?
It's been great. It's been great, man. Just
tell us about
it. Getting after it, man. Just still training, working out, been crazy. Just like I got a boost of energy this week, man. I think I'm not even joking, Johnny. I think it's the creatine, man. Like,
well, you know, here's the thing. The mechanism of creatine, just to put it real simple, is to help the cells pull water in. And that's a huge fucking job. We're 70+% water. So if you're helping the body stay hydrated, dude, for all of our listeners, Google the negative side effects of dehydration. It's fucking crazy. I've said that.
Yes.
Before.
Yeah.
So by adequate water and using that agent, the creatine, on a regular basis to help it pull water in, it's just taken a problem that plagues people, and even plagues people that try not to be dehydrated, and it makes it easier for the body to overcome it.
You know, it's interesting to hear you boys say that, because it's one of those things we so easily take for granted. But you're right, John. When you Google it, you're like, holy shit, that's not good.
Fuck.
Like, right? Because we don't really think about, like, we know we should, but we don't kind of wonder what happens if we don't. But the effect.
Well, and then the flip side is, people say, I got to drink more water. Good for you.
Yeah.
But then they're fucking doing it in a way that's actually causing the body more fucking harm than good.
Tell me.
You're drinking too much in a short period of time.
Okay.
Kidneys go, well, fuck, I got to get this overage could kill me. I better start kicking the shit out. Then they stop. The kidneys don't fucking know it. Still kicking out. Now they're dehydrated again.
Yes. Yeah.
It's got to be a schedule.
Yes.
It makes all the difference. You know, like if I have someone eating, not meals, but just feedings, as I call them, say 5, I just tag hydration to it. And then it's now everything is scheduled. And that's just, most people's bodies have never experienced scheduled hydration, maybe food, but not hydration.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, have you guys ever skydived before? Marty, Johnny?
I was going to. But the guy said he wasn't going to jump out the plane, but we connected to him.
See this yesterday? Watch this.
Oh.
Yeah, yesterday in Australia. Fucking got hung up on the so 2 things going wrong here right now, right? The guy who's flying the plane's like, holy fuck, I've just actually lost a wing because there's somebody pulling the weight down on it, and I got to try to fly this plane with somebody stuck on the wing. This is real life, happened yesterday. So guess how he got out? He cut himself off the fucking parachute and he free fell.
You know, because he had a second chute.
Yeah, right? and then he caught up with everybody else, Johnny. So there he goes. He cuts himself, boom, and then he catches up with everybody else, and he regroups with the team, and he lands with minor injuries. But and then the plane landed safely too. But man, that's fucking crazy. It was trending all over yesterday. It was trending. So like this,
that's crazy.
That's
why you got to be so trained before you fucking jump out of a goddamn airplane.
That's fucking scary.
And he was ready for it too.
Yeah, I know.
The fact that he was ready, man. That's crazy. But I don't know how the people jumping out don't see that shit. They just jump out like it's a regular day.
Well, I mean, dude, what do you think? They're fucking scared to death if they're beginners.
Yeah, well, and it's probably just the cue, right, Marty? It's like, okay, 1, 2, 3. It's like go, and you're not even thinking, Marty. So
they're not looking over the edge, dude. Yeah. They're fucking sitting back there, just ready to fucking dive when it's time, like going into a cold pool.
Yeah,
you know.
So Johnny's hanging on the wing there as you're taking that 1 second step out, and I'm right behind you. Next thing you know, like, holy fuck, Anderson's caught on the wing there, right? That's actually crazy shit.
Yeah, Mark, you're correct. If it was someone that. I think if it was a bunch of really experienced divers, somebody probably would have noticed and they would have maybe tried to do something. I have no clue what it would be.
Yeah.
But everybody just dove past him like they had no clue he was connected there.
I know. The good news is everybody survived. I thought that was pretty crazy though. So, all right. Hey,
his chute came loose. You could see immediately once he hit the wind. So something was fucked up.
I know. Yeah, exactly. All right.
It could be lucky he got stuck on that fucking wing.
Oh, yeah.
Because what if something worse had happened to his chute on the way down?
No shit.
Cut himself away.
Yeah. It's interesting how you're able to spin that into perhaps positive out of that, right? Because you're right. Maybe that was the benefit of the whole situation, actually. So
the guy could have died.
All right, we got Petrocelli joining us in a little bit for the bullshit professor.
I've been looking forward to that all week, baby.
Yes. Okay, we got Sterling and Preston with some conversation topics for the desk here today. Jimmy, let's get it started, brother. Let's get the morning's conversation desk ready to roll here, pal. Let's do it.
Jason Momoa didn't just get a new costume. He finally stepped into the character every exhausted nice guy secretly relates to. Aquaman is the studio-safe version. Polished, agreeable, on brand. Lobo is the part of you that stopped caring about approval. Today we are asking, how many men are playing Aquaman at work and at home while their inner Lobo is burning out?
Marty, are you do you follow Aquaman? Oh, where's Marty? Marty's going.
There he is.
Marty, do you follow Aquaman? Do you follow Lobo? Do you follow Jason Momoa?
No, Aquaman. What's Lobo? And I know who Jason Momoa is. I don't
know so I put this out here today because Lobo is trending right now because the first teaser trailer for Supergirl dropped yesterday, and it gave us the first 1 second reveal of Jason Momoa as Lobo, and he's so Jason Momoa hated being the clean cut Aquaman character that he was known for the longest time, right? And he's been begging to play this Lobo guy, this beer drinking, cigar smoking, intergalactic biker. And he finally got a chance to play it. Yeah.
Quite a profile.
It is. But what I like about it, guys, and why I put it on the table to link it to the topics we talk about is that it really was a good idea. And John, we talked about this week about just, changing characters and masking versus authenticity. And he was like, guys, the Aquaman was like my nice guy mask. I really want to do what I am. And John, back to that. I really want to portray who I am. And the audience wants to know who I am. So he went hard on where he's like, I got to do Deadpool, right? So the lesson I think out of this, and I was quite fascinated by it, is, perhaps some of us guys and some folks that we get too tired because we're playing the role that society wants us to instead of the role that we actually are. John Anderson, we talked about it on the show.
My lifestyle tip a couple days back was, as soon as you stop worrying about what everybody expects you to be, that's when you can worry about you're called to be.
That's exactly right. So I that's one of the reasons I found this too, because I thought it was so coincidental that it's just about being real and authentic instead of being what somebody else wants you to be, which I thought was quite neat. So here's something else I found, which is actually a quick history lesson. Disney and OpenAI. Jimmy, let's run this one.
Disney went from threatening OpenAI over their characters to handing them $1 billion and the keys to childhood. At some point, your kid will type a prompt and Mickey, Darth Vader, and Elsa will act out his fantasy. This morning, we are putting it on the desk. Magical or creepy when memories from your childhood become content people can remix?
Put it out here because it's history. And we're going to look back on this. So yesterday, Johnny, Disney said, I guess we can't beat them, so we're going to join them. And they partnered up with OpenAI, and now that Sora platform that came out a few months ago, people and humans can make videos with those characters. So I bring it up because it's, you know, I think when we look to the future of content and entertainment content, we're going to look back at some of these moments. It's like a Napster moment. Remember when Napster came out? We have these moments in time. I would suggest that yesterday's deal between OpenAI and Disney is because now legally, Marty, for example, could make videos with Star Wars characters or Darth Vader or Mickey Mouse, where in the past it would have been somewhat illegal. So I think we're going to see history happening here where
Can I add some context real quick?
Yeah, please, Johnny. Marty.
So I saw that they did a code red. OpenAI did a code red, quote unquote.
Yes.
Because
what does that mean?
Gemini's crushing it. So basically, the code red is OpenAI isn't focusing on anything but just improving what they got going on. And
That's
so they said they haven't even turned a profit yet. So the fact, and that was like Tuesday when I saw that. So Thursday they're making a deal with Disney, so they're not playing any fucking games. I just wanted to add some context.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I think there's history happening here, right? We saw the Netflix Warner Brothers thing. It's all about digital IP. It's all about character ownership, right? So, and I think this just sets the signs, you know, where Netflix is looking to buy. They want Batman, they want Superman. Well, now Sora and OpenAI essentially says, "Hey, Marty, Johnny, you can make stuff with Mickey." You know, Mickey could sell peptides. I'm making a joke, but I think it's like a Napster moment where we're in the future, we're going to look to this time and go, oh yeah, I remember when that happened and how it really set the bar for this new type of content era we're moving into. I'll tell you what we're moving into. Johnny, I got something for you, man, that I think you're going to have to reset some of your stories. So you often like to tell stories, and I love them, which is we go back to caveman, we go back to fire, we go back to, you know, the body about our design. Well, Sterling and Preston uncovered something which might change your point of view, Johnny, on how you tell your stories. Sterling, Preston, what's this all about? The early evidence of fire making has been pushed back by 350,000 years.
Archaeologists just found evidence people were making fire on purpose 400,000 years ago in a muddy pit in England.
So your great whatever grandfather was grinding pyrite on flint,
And we complain when the gas grill will not light. Today's conversation is simple. What did fire change for us? And what have we lost by getting so comfortable?
So, Johnny, the implications are enormous, man. Because the ability to create and control fire is one of the most critical turning points in human history. I'm obviously having some fun with this with you, but it's crazy, man, because they actually learned it was further back than we thought.
I mean, when it comes right down to it, if you'd said, hey, in one of my storage setups, when did man start making fire?
Yeah.
Fuck, as soon as he learned how to rub a fucking stick in a rock together.
Well,
I had no idea when the fucking timeline would have been.
It also says that when you and I grew up watching Quest for Fire, it was misdated. So all the grunting and groaning was...
What was the date of that thing?
That's a good question. We have to go look at when Quest for Fire was created. I will tell you about Quest for Fire, though. Hey, so you're a big meat cooker, and I know you love your meat, and Terry does a lot of cooking on the grill. Well, there's some, maybe this is actually even a bullshit conversation for coming up with Petro, but high heat cooking creates cancer-causing compounds in food. Sterling.
Guys treat grill marks like achievement badges. Meanwhile, half those stripes are chemistry experiments your body did not volunteer for. High heat, dripping fat, constant charring, that's not flavor. That's basically a smoke-delivered carcinogen sampler you keep pretending is just how Dad cooked. We're not banning the barbecue.
we're showing you how to cook like a man who wants to enjoy meat without becoming the cautionary headline.
I sometimes think this is kind of bullshitty, actually, myself.
Well, yeah, real quick. If you didn't have to fucking sear meat on the outside not to get sick, I would eat the shit raw.
Yeah, like blue. You would, eh?
No, raw.
But isn't blue raw? Sorry,
blue is when you zip each side to kill
yeah, you're right.
bacteria.
Yes.
No, that's how I eat it. I tell him, I said, look, I want this thing cold in the middle. Like if I'm at a nice restaurant, I like where they're, how do you want it? And they understand blue.
Yeah.
You can't go to Denny's and say blue. Their shit's been sitting back there so long, they got to fucking beat the shit out of it on the grill to make sure nobody gets sick. Right? But a good, like, I can't even tell you in Japan how much raw beef I ate. It was insane.
I bet. I went to
dude, one of my favorite dishes was raw ground beef with a raw egg over the top of it.
What?
Yeah. Fucking amazing.
Marty, did he just say what I thought?
Some sort of a sauce on there. It tasted to me like a combination of like some sort of a teriyaki and a soy, but I know that wasn't it. But that just gives you a kind of a It was a multi-dimensional flavor on top of these two. It was fucking nuts, dude.
So why don't you still eat raw ground beef and egg today?
Well, their food standards there are so much higher.
Okay.
So that's why it's, I mean, even over there, somebody died and they had to stop doing it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, the type of shit that you're getting in that is, that stuff will kill you. You know, that's not eating a fucking piece of bread with mold on it.
Some person just died, Marty, so they just stopped doing it. I'm not laughing at the person dying. I'm just laughing how nonchalantly Johnny just mentioned that. Yeah, well, I used to eat a pile of ground beef with raw egg and raw.
These are the worlds I live in, dude. If
Yeah,
I was
know.
to tell you between my 3 careers, I can't even count. If I had fucking 5 arms, I couldn't count all the people that I would call, work associates or friends that have died.
Jesus, Murphy.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
yeah, easily more than 20.
Oh my goodness.
So when someone dies, I mean, that's maybe I use that too loosely, but I've been exposed to that a lot.
Yeah. I can imagine the career and lifestyle that you've been around. It's just something to said for that. But just sticking around this high meat thing. So I know there's carcinogen. So this to me, and this is where we're bringing the Petro on here. When I see things like this is when I hear I feel like this is when old myths and wives' tales come up. It's like, oh, you shouldn't grill the meat because all the carcinogens. Well, I know, but really, fuck, man. There's so many other things that are fucking gonna kill me. I'm gonna go enjoy my
Yeah.
meat.
Well, I was gonna say, let's put this on a scale so people
know.
understand where it fits in. It's
precisely.
I mean, there's no way we're avoiding toxicity.
Well,
Fuck.
precisely.
I mean, you can't unless you take if you don't have a fucking some sort of a purifying system in your house for water.
Yeah.
You take a fucking shower and your skin is absorbing toxicity.
Yeah. Keith, John, and Marty hanging out mornings in the lab here on a Friday. Marty, how do you like your steak done? I like mine medium.
Yeah, I'm medium well.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Medium well. Yeah.
I could have answered that, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never had a buddy of mine. I've never had a buddy of mine that was, forgive the term, black. You take that the proper way. Who's liked rare shit.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I've never. I mean, not to say it doesn't exist. I've just never sat down to eat with one.
I've never seen it either. Yeah.
Seriously, Marty.
Yeah. Seriously.
Really? Is it a cultural thing?
A lot of black people like well done too.
Really?
The same thing in Mexico too. You don't see them. You don't see the Hispanics doing the same thing. We actually had when we finished the guest house got finished at our place in Mexico. We had a kind of a get together for the workers.
Yeah.
And they brought their kids and stuff. And, we just fucking cook shit we thought it was well done. We put this poor little guy, put it on the fucking plate and there was blood on the plate, started crying.
Wow.
And he was like 12 years old.
I just learned something here from you guys. I did not know that.
Wow.
I did not actually know that at all. Interesting.
Yeah, man.
No shit.
That's because you're in Winnipeg, man.
Well,
There's many of us out there. They got a lot of white and brown. There's not a lot of black.
Yeah, well, you're absolutely right.
What's the brown?
Well, we have a lot of Indians and East Indian and just different multiculturals, Filipinos and Asian and Marty's right. Not as much of an African American or Canadian African community here. So it's he's right. He's I think Marty got off the airplane looking around, going, okay, where the hell am I right now?
Now when I landed in Montreal from my connecting in Toronto, I was good. I felt like I was at home. I got to Winnipeg. I stood out.
That's a pretty unique city.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So we got Petro joining us here in a quick second, Jim. Let's get into that. I want to get to the comments before we do that, though. Holroyd, Tommy must be Canadian. Yes, I know that Melissa and the gang have been working on Tommy and Frankie, so I'm suspecting he's Canadian out there in the tank top. And it's funny because Sullivan says the 2 Trailer Park Boys. Yes. Johnny, Marty, you guys know who the Trailer Park Boys are? They're Canadian guys they're Canadian comedians, ridiculous stuff. Marty, you know about them? No?
I never heard of them.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pull some stuff up for you guys. And then Adam says it was -10 last night when I went to the store in shorts. A few people commented. One dude was either surprised to see me in shorts and was perving on my legs. I got quite the stare. Yeah, I used to.
That's what white people do in the winter. You ain't gonna catch too many brothers in shorts in December. I don't care if you go
listen.
Southern Cali. It don't matter.
I operate by. Well, listen, Mark. Listen. I operate by the fucking simple saying. I just can't fucking. It's not even possible for me to shovel sunshine. And I keep as long as that's part of my daily routine, I'm good. You know?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, Jimmy, let's get the Petro in. Let's get the show going with center stage. Sophia Grant, bullshit or no bullshit. John Petrocelli. It's coming up right now.
Some of you hear these studies and think, cool science. Others think, that sounds like marketing bullshit with brain scans. Center stage this morning is the courtroom. Two big ideas are on trial, and you get to decide. First claim, your hands can make you instantly more persuasive if they actually draw what you are saying. Second claim, your brain can literally sync with someone else when you click, like sci-fi Wi-Fi for humans. You might hear that and think, sounds nice, but my meetings still feel awkward and my conversations never quite land. This morning, we are asking one thing. Is this real leverage for you or just neuroscience-flavored nonsense?
We got him stuck behind his comic. There he is.
He's got a setup for us. He wants to see us reading something. What is it, Petro? I couldn't quite get it. What were you reading, brother?
Oh, I got Superman and Batman here, and
that's a good one.
I'm thinking Netflix better not fuck this up. You know,
How are you, brother? Good to see you this morning.
Excellent. Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Good to see Marty back too. I missed you all week, man. I was missing.
Good to be back, brother.
John, missing you gives John shit every
yeah.
I love giving John shit, man.
He needs a double dose of that. I
Man, he can't pick a turd up big enough to throw up. It's gonna make a difference.
I know. I'm gonna get you one day, John. I'm gonna figure it out.
I love it. All right, so we have our bullshit or no bullshit segment, and then we're going to get into some of the guest discussions this week as well. So I found a couple here that I want to get into. The first one, Petro, is there's a specific hand gestures can make you instantly more persuasive. There's a study that says this. I think that is nothing but bullshit.
Well, can I jump on? Can I step first? Because I love to just put my gut on the table and then learn from Petro.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that could go either way. You could be such an idiot with your hands that it discredits you, or you could be like this guy. You know, when you see a really good communicator, he knows where to put that hand to put that point, and he drives it home. But he knows when to use it, when not to use it. So I think it could go either way.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to hire you, John, for my research lab because you're just an encyclopedia of ideas. And there's the study that you must be referring to. There's only one study. There's only one systematic.
One study, seriously? So it's actually bullshit that if there's only one study, Petro.
Well, when you look carefully at the methodology, what you find is that sort of common conversational gestures perform better than no gestures. In a controlled study with all of the content was the same. Basically, people watched videos, same content, but with or without the hand gestures. And what we call the dependent variable, so the criterion was in fact attitude, but it was also the likability, the warmness, and the sort of the overall rating of the communicator using the different hand gestures. Okay, and what they found was that the warmness, the overall evaluation of the speaker was greater with the hand gestures, but attitudes had not changed.
But John, what I'm hearing you say though, Petro, is it sounds to me though that the participants are judging, I'll use Anderson as an example, more of John's charisma as the presenter, less so the hand judgments. I'm suspecting. No?
So the judgment would be about John. So how much you like him, how warm you feel that he is, how good of a communicator he is. But that's independent. We say that's orthogonal to the attitude object in which he might be advocating or trying to bring down. So and that's persuasion. So attitude change. So when you go from I'm not so sure about the idea on maybe a 5-point scale, let's say you're maybe a 2 or a 3.
Yes.
And then you have a persuasive argument, and then you're like, yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea. I like it now. And now you're a 4 or 5. That's attitude change. But unless you change your evaluation of the attitude object, the idea that's being advocated for or disparaged, then you're really not talking about attitude change. You're just talking about evaluations of the communicator. So this is just a simple study.
Yeah.
But and this is also a lab study under highly controlled atmosphere and environment. Sometimes in the field, we call a field experiment. Sometimes the effects are weaker, and sometimes they're stronger. So it really just depends, and it also depends on what the attitude object is. Is it something that people know a lot about? So this would not be a blanket claim. You will say, well, as soon as I start using hand gestures and giving you the signs, all of a sudden I'm more persuasive. That has not been done.
So could we put this into gesturing, because we know that it's a form of communication.
Yeah. Right.
So much like the little boy who cried wolf. If he hadn't cried wolf so many fucking times, his communication would have meant something. So if someone is over gesturing, get that fucking thing out of my face. It's like these don't mean anything anymore. Versus someone doesn't, they're just smoothly moving and they want you to hear what I'm saying. It's like could be part. Could we say that it falls in line with almost like communication? The overuse?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, so you reminded me, John, of what Tanya Chartrand and John Bard showed probably about 2 decades ago. They deemed it the chameleon effect. So if you are subtly mimicking people with, it could be hand gestures or maybe the way that they lean in or some ways they tilt their head or the inflection that they have on different parts, of their voice. If you mimic them subtly, it will tend to increase liking and increase perceptions of warmness once again. And to the extent that we're more persuaded by people that we like and people that we enjoy listening to, then it would be more persuasive. But the moment those subtle mimicry sort of gestures become noticeable, and so they become more explicit and people are aware of them, the effect seems to turn off. So this chameleon effect really only works, it appears to only work when people aren't really thinking deeply about what you're doing. And if you go over the top and you're just like basically mirroring an individual, then it becomes really noticeable that they're doing the same, sort of nonverbal behaviors, and then the effect is the advantage is turned off.
Yeah, once you're discovered, if you're using this as a form of manipulation, once you're discovered, your credibility is shot.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, because now it looks like you're just really just trying to, connect so much so that you're just everybody's best friend, right? And then it's so the
or even it's like a salesman, like a one-on-one mirroring is huge. Someone sitting across on a couch, somebody's trying to sell you solar, and the potential customer leans in. The salesman would then slowly lean in, but not to be discovered, because that mirroring is what makes that. It creates more of a something, but I don't want to say bond. It creates something between the two, but that mirroring has to be undiscovered, or get the fuck get off my couch.
Yes, yeah.
And Petro, the study was actually analyzed. Thousands of researchers analyzed thousands of TED Talks with AI, and then ran controlled experiments where the spoken script stayed identical, but the hand movements changed. Speakers who used matching or illustrative gestures were rated as more persuasive and more confident, while their talks attracted more positive engagement. And the effect comes from, John, apparently something called processing fluency. When your hands help people picture your idea, right, the message feels easier to understand and the audience infers that you're sharper and more expert. So again, let's look at Anderson. He'd be on stage and he'd be portraying his idea with his hands. And apparently this study is suggesting that because he's basically drawing a picture for us, we would lean into his expertise more because he's drawing it with his hands. And they even go into talking about the study highlights specific gestures, John, that visually represent what you're saying. So in gesture research, these overlap. But
totally, like 100%. When I'm speaking,
yes,
I don't want a podium. I don't want a microphone. I want a headset.
Same. Yes,
because it gives me the ability to move.
I'm the same.
And I can use my hands when needed. I mean, if I do have to have a microphone, if you have to use it, you use it. But I find myself trading it, and this type of an effect.
Does that make sense?
If there's a podium, I'll get in front of that fucker and never let it get. That's that whole thing of communicating. I want me, and whether it's a person or an audience, I don't want anything between us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you make anything that you can do to make it easier for your audience to understand or to connect with, it's almost always going to benefit you. I mean, but the mechanism is ease. It's not necessarily hand gestures or the types of words you're using. It's just anything that becomes easy. Joe Jacoby showed many years ago that if you studied sort of random names from a telephone book, and then you're asked the next day to rate the famousness of new names and some of the old names that you studied the night before, some of those names seem more familiar if you've seen them before, and it's really easy to confuse them with famousness. It's easy to confuse it with liking and also judgments of truth. So if you've heard the idea just one time before, it's going to feel relatively more familiar than an absolutely new claim, right? And then people oftentimes confuse that familiarity with truth, liking, famousness, all sorts of positive things.
Well, our brains are programmed to seek the familiar, so it makes perfect sense.
So to bring the point home with do our hands gestures make you instantly more persuasive? The headline, Petro, somewhat misleading. But when you dig into it, though, if used appropriately, Marty gets on stage to lead a session. If he's not out there scrambling around like a moron, he's out there using it properly. He could absolutely influence the audience with subtle gestures with his hands. Yeah. So we would say no bullshit, truth.
Yeah, I would say there's definitely a possibility there, but scientifically, I would say that the jury is still kind of out on that.
Oh, I love it. 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 All right, we're hanging out with John Petrocelli here. Bullshit or no bullshit. I got a second one for the table. But before we do that, I'm going to put some dumb shit on the table before we segue into the second one. Jimmy, let's throw some dumb shit on the table before we get our second one about science, thinking that we can connect our brains together. Jimmy, what's going on with the dumb shit award today?
Dumb shit award, backyard edition. Boat guy and pilot, both guilty. Float plane's taking off, full speed. Boat cuts across like it's a shortcut. They clip. Everyone survived. But somebody ignored the lane. Takeoff lane means boats yield. Pilot still verifies it's clear. The award goes to both the boat and pilot guy. Now we'll be having some burgers. Until next time.
I couldn't decide who was more at fault on that one.
Well, what I see is this. If I'm in that fucking plane, I'm thinking, okay, well, first off, we know that the boat is being a fucking dipshit, for Christ's sake. But this is like you're in a fucking car and you're like, all of a sudden, it's like you're approaching a intersection.
Yeah.
And you got to make a split decision. Fuck, do I need to like lock it up or do I need to gas it? He doesn't have any fucking brakes. He's got one fucking choice. He's trying to get the nose up.
Yes, I know. Marty, what are your thoughts on this situation?
I think the boat's wrong, but the plane is an idiot.
But the question is, what could he have done?
I mean, I'm assuming that if you're on a runway, you got to be looking like, at your surroundings. you got to have some peripheral vision. How are you a pilot with no peripheral vision? You don't see this boat coming your way, and there's a possibility you can run into each other perpendicularly. I don't know. I think the boat is totally in the wrong.
If I know we don't. There's definitely not enough. I mean, maybe that fucking boat was a quarter mile away. You know, when the guy started his fucking run. Either way, I guess all I'm pointing out is the boat shouldn't have. The plane has the right of way, and the plane has no brakes.
Yeah,
I'm assuming this when I go jet ski and they tell us where not to go because there's big boats coming. There has to be. They had to say, "Hey, the planes are coming here. Don't go there."
Well, there's some.
It had to happen.
There's some logic in what you just suggested there, Marty.
It had to happen.
Yeah, yes.
I love it. When I hear Marty tell that story about when he's on a jet ski, something tells me he is so fucking careful with where not to go.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I need to get in that zone a little bit and test what's over there.
Petro, who's at fault there? The boater or the airplane guy? Who's at fault?
I can't say. That looks like a stunt just gone bad. You know?
I don't think we have enough information, to be honest.
So Jimmy, put on the screen again. So it looks to me like, so I'm thinking that I'm going to side with Marty. You said the airplane guy. I think it's the airplane guy because before you gun it, don't you kind of know like, okay, the area is free. I can now fucking gun the plane.
Look at the fucking place. It is free. That's the only boat in the whole world, for Christ's sake. I mean, Jesus Christ. We just don't know. Was that boat a quarter mile away when he started his run?
Yeah.
He saw that, but he had to see the boat 1,000 feet away.
Yeah,
you're right. Let me give you some advice, dude. When you get on a jet ski, go where the boats are. That's where the big waves are. That's what you're looking for, brother.
No thanks. I'm good. Now I'll catch the wave, a while after. But I'm not going by that big boat.
Oh, you need to. Well, you got to pass right by him because that first one has got all the strength. Those ones that you catch out in the way, they're fucking soft. You're not getting nothing happening out there.
This guy here.
Oh, dumb shit award. Back to dumb shit.
Real quick. Yeah. Speaking of dumb shit, did y'all talk about the Michigan coach yesterday? The football coach?
No.
Oh my fucking God.
Tell us.
That should have been the dumb shit award.
Oh.
All right,
what sport are we talking about?
We're talking football. Michigan football, which is top of the line up there with Ohio State.
Yeah.
All right. So
is it still the dude that was the 49er coach or different guy?
No, it's a different guy.
Okay.
So this is who he appointed. So anyway, so basically he cheats on his wife with a side chick. Not only did he cheat on his wife, he cheats on his wife with someone on staff at Michigan. Gets caught up. The shit blows up. So he doesn't take the L like a man. He threatens to kill himself till his wife, unalive himself. Sorry, we're on YouTube. Then he goes to the side chick's house and threatens to unalive her. So she calls the cops. So not only did he lose his job, now he's in jail for threatening her.
Dumb shit. There's this dick talking. Like actually dick talking.
Dick talk.
Seriously, the dick made him do all those stupid things. Honest to God.
Seriously, man.
Well,
he ruined his life.
He got to where he was based on his character. Well, he just defaced all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Petro. So apparently there's some sci-fi hypothesis that says our brains can synchronize. And it says that with certain people, it's called interbrain synchronomy, a phenomenon where the brain activity of two people literally synchronizes when they're interacting or bonding. So it's like when Keith and Johnny are hanging out every single day here, that our brains synchronize.
Entanglement and quantum physics, correct, Petro?
Is this real, Petro, or is this bullshit?
Yeah, I've never met anyone that can understand quantum physics.
Mom and my wife talk about it all the time. So all I can do is like repeat the chorus of the song. I don't know the fucking, you know what I mean? I can just get little bits of it, you know?
And Petro, but before I throw this to you, the research consistently shows that people who quote unquote click. So when I first met Marty, we clicked. I first met Johnny, we clicked. I clicked with you. Apparently this research says that when we click, it demonstrates significantly higher levels of brain synchrony than those who don't connect as well. Have you heard of this before, Petro?
Yes, sure. Yeah, this is known as neural synchrony.
Oh,
where you got two or more people that have the idea is that the brain activity
Yeah.
Is mirrored between two or more people. But
really,
it's actually not as impressive an idea as you might think. So there's sort of the weak form hypothesis.
Yes.
Of this idea, and the strong form hypothesis. So I can give you an example of the weak form hypothesis.
Yeah.
Like I can get all of us to be thinking about the same thing, right? By just inserting a single word. Okay. So first, let me ask you all to think about a dog, a particular dog, like a breed, a dog breed.
Yeah.
So just think of one. Don't tell me what it is.
Yeah.
All right, you got it in your mind?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now I'm going to say one word and likely get you all to think about the same dog. Fire truck.
Oh.
All right, what dog are you thinking about right
Doberman.
now?
I'm sorry, I meant the white spotted one. What the hell's that thing called again?
John? So,
Dalmatian.
Marty, you got
Dalmatian, yeah.
Dalmatian, okay. If I say think of a bird, any kind of bird.
Yeah, I'm thinking of one right now. Yeah.
One. All right, and I say the word ice. What bird are you thinking of now?
Oh yeah, penguin.
Penguin, right? But you weren't thinking about penguin and Dalmatian before I.
Oh yeah, the association of it. You synchronized their brains.
So simply, and that's the weak form of it. So if you're talking about sort of common experience or a shared stimulus in your immediate external environment, then it's quite common to show that people are sort of thinking the very same thing, and you don't need much. Oftentimes, just maybe a single word or a single stimulus. Now, if you're talking about sort of at the neurotransmitter level of activation, well, the only way that you can really show that is you got at least two or more fMRI machines running, and you got people under the scanner, and you're giving them maybe the same stimulus and the same words to read, and perhaps you'll show that you've got these two people are sort of in sync, but it would be a completely different argument to say that their neural activity is somehow interacting and communicating sort of automatically beyond their will. So that's not part of the claim. So it's even the weak and the strong form of this idea are common experience, but it's just, I think it's been sort of hyped up and sort of couched in this idea that, oh yes, the actual neural activity is in sync as if they're sort of interacting with each other, but that hasn't been demonstrated at all.
But Petro, it makes sense for what you said, because I'm talking with Johnny and Marty daily here, and with what I'm going to say next, when people are engaged in meaningful conversation, the speaker's speech production areas synchronize with the listener's auditory cortex. So when I'm hearing Johnny talk and he's saying something and I'm thinking like we're thinking the same thing, it's like we're segueing into a direction that's happening because maybe something he said a few minutes ago, I'm linking it to a story in my head and I'm bringing it to a conclusion. Is that it's kind of the same way with synchronizing, isn't it? And then it seems like it's accidental, but it's actually not, is it?
Well, and then through experience, you will learn the various cues that are meaningful throughout your conversation that may not be meaningful to other people, right? So with just a little bit of experience, you can sort of develop these types of cues that will activate a particular mental representation or memory or an issue, like when Marty had mentioned the Michigan head coach that had the sort of spiraling downhill sort of day, it sounds. It activated a lot of the same sort of images and mental representations that I had. So it's not as though something that Marty is thinking without sharing anything, right, that I will also be impacted by those thoughts. And I think that's what social, not social scientists, but social science journalists have tried to take these neural synchrony studies to show that, oh yeah, like people have like this mental telepathy and they can read each other's minds.
Yes.
No, that's not demonstrated unless you activate it with a stimulus, or just it could just be a single word in communication with people that maybe are like-minded or have a little bit of experience communicating with each other.
Johnny, you're going to say something, Anderson?
Yeah, I was gonna, so Keith, so really what he's saying here is no matter how fucking hard you practice thinking about me in the shower, it's not going to get any better.
Well, so you want to talk about the shower, Anderson? So Petro, I found something else here. 2022, we talked about smelling this week. I know you heard that conversation, Petro. Well, there's a study that says that people who smell similar are more likely to become click friends. Using an electronic nose, researchers could predict friendship compatibility with 70%.
Like fucking computer friends, like you never actually smell the person, but you're more likely.
No, like we would click, like instantly click. So if so if our body odor smelled the same,
this thing has got some serious holes in this argument. Jesus Christ!
But apparently, Petro, 70% accuracy was based on body odor similarities. So if Keith and Marty smelled the same, this study is suggesting that we might click because we smell the same, which draws each other together. Is that bullshit?
I don't think I smell like you, man.
But if you think of it like this, you walk up and some motherfucker's got some really fucking stanky breath.
Yes,
where I'm not going to be fucking hanging around that person.
No.
Versus some other fucking weirdo comes up to that same fucking guy. He's got a stank mouth too. They can't smell each other. They're fucking boozing buddies.
But Petro, what's with this clicking friends based? I can see how if you smell the same as somebody, you might like to hang out with somebody. I just feel like it could make sense to me.
I can see the idea. Absolutely is possible, but the opposite is possible too. Even if it's not bad breath that two people are sharing. So similarities often breed liking, right? But similarities can also breed enemies.
Oh
right?
yes.
So we have this old theory that Abe Tesser had developed called the self-evaluation maintenance theory, and for anything that might threaten your identity. So if you've got, now you've got a friend that, you discover, let's say something like they play the guitar really, really well. They're like a master guitarist, right? And let's say that you had, you've trained on the guitar a lot too, and you're pretty good at guitaring. And if that's important to your identity, this friend who's a master guitarist is probably the furthest person you want to be from, because they're threatening your identity. So if the similarity is something that's not central to someone's identity, then it can breed liking. But if it is central and there's only so much kind of elbow room, for a particular characteristic, then it can create conflict. So I think they're forgetting about that when they're just focusing only on this idea of, similarities or flattery, they say is the best form of
imitation.
Or imitation is the best form of flattery, right? And it's associated with liking, but not all things. So if we're wearing the same kind of cologne and then it suggests, we have this connection and it's really not important to my identity, I can see that you would maybe have a little more liking because it suggests that we have this same liking of the cologne, So, but it's not going to go that way though. If you say, well, this guy's trying to copy me now, and this was my cologne, and it's not going to work out well. So
it's like our pheromones when we smell pheromones, right? So if somebody smells a certain way, we might be attracted to somebody. Petro, is that not kind of the same methodology and thought process?
Well, that's the thinking, is that again will be chalked up as another similarity, and similarity usually by default is confused for liking. But I guess anything that can be processed as a potential similarity, and again, a lot of times these things work better when no one's looking, or when really no one is observing it. And then cognizant of the similarity. It's sort of at an implicit automatic level.
You know what I love about Anderson and Marty, what I love about John Petro is that when we talk to a social scientist, you notice the words possibility.
Of course, he can't. That's what we talked about last time. Is he can't discredit himself with putting, saying here's the line in the sand, because it's so much of the conversation is hypothetical or based upon, as he put it, the jury's still out. We've got some direction here, but we can't try to sell the farm on it.
I love it though, because it's never a yes or a no. It's, well, maybe it's a possibility, or it could be, or it's Petro. You're always just kind of weaving in, and I love that. It's how you've been trained to do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's the complexity of the science, really. I mean, it seems infinitely complex, and that's one of the things I love about it. But I do think it's okay to get excited about possibilities, and that's what gets people to put forth the motivation and effort to try to find the correct answer and find the truth.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, speaking of truth and so forth. So I was, let's just go here for a couple minutes if we can. Was talking to Jason Hewlett, Cardio Miracle. He was on the show this week, and I had a private conversation with him after, and he said he really appreciated, Johnny, our pointed questions about the product and calling him out potentially on the bullshit of it. So I want to talk about this for a second, because, we got one guy comes on the show with a magic juice. Then we got one guy comes on the show a couple weeks later with a magic different product. One guy says there's science behind it. One guy says there's no science behind it. And Petro, I see you nodding there. Like, how do we arrive at what truth is? Like, how, and I know it's a loaded word. And a number of years ago we had somebody saying that drinking, I don't know, was it chloroquine or whatever it was, would help with something. So, science says one thing, science says something else. Let's stay with Cardio Miracle.
This goes right back to our conversation about gestures. We were sizing up the character of the person.
Yeah.
Before we fucking listened to what the product was.
Well said, Anderson. That's a very good point. So, Petro, how do we wrap science and methodology and truth around, for example, Hewlett's product, right? So, can we talk about it for a couple minutes? How do we break that down? Because you said controlled studies, et cetera, et cetera. Because Jason wants us to try. Jason he's like, I love you guys. I want to come on the show. I might do something with you guys. He's tried the product out, right? Because he's really. And here's something he didn't tell us on the show too, John. It took him 8 years. 8 personal years for him to get over his own self-doubt and his own research and because his dad was like, you need to do this. He's like, no, I'm not fucking this. He's like, Dad, you're selling fucking snake oil. You're selling bullshit. He said it took him 8 years to do his own self-research to kind of come to terms with there's something here. Mm-hmm. Thoughts?
Yeah. And it sounds like Jason Hewlett had sort of gone through the process of looking, are there independent lines of inquiry sort of coming to the same conclusions? And we call this, independent lines of inquiry. And it works even better if those independent lines of inquiry are usually sort of in conflict, or they're willing to disagree, or they're first in line to show that the other, this lab is wrong and our lab is right. So it's independent lines of inquiry. We call it, E.A. Wilson called it the consilience of inductions. So if you have multiple lines telling you that this product does this, or this product does that, and you follow and you say, like, well, who's the sender here? Who are these people? What is their level of expertise? What is their agenda? It sounds like he did that work.
Yes.
And so he also was willing to take questions, right? And he was willing to, he invited the questions. Usually you don't have that with someone who doesn't know what they're talking about, right? And so it's a welcoming thing if we're willing to answer questions and share our expertise on things. So I think it's there's definitely some signs there that because we've been sort of inundated, I think, with so many different snake oils, in the past, that it's easy to put up sort of some of the red flags. But I think as you got deeper into it, it sounded like he had gone through the process. I didn't realize it took him 8 years. But
Petro, because I invited him to today's show. I said, why don't you come out with me, Anderson, and Marty, and Petro, and talk about it? He's like, actually, I got a better idea, Keith, because I really welcomed you and John being pointed with your questions. I was hoping you guys were going to kind of beat me up on it, because I really believe in it. I believe in the credibility of it. He says, I'll do better. I'll send you guys the product. You guys try it. And then he says, like I sent you guys a note this morning. And then he says, I'd love to come on the show then after you guys have tried it so we can talk about it. And I'll tell you more of the story about it. But he really changed opened up my eyes when he said, oh, yeah, Keith, it took me 8 years to kind of wrap my head around the fact that there might be something here, because he said, I was once skeptical. My dad kept bugging me like, Dad, you're selling snake oil, man. And he's like, and then once he leaned into what was behind it, he found that there's actually something there, Petro.
Yeah, the one caveat I have, though, is that to do this at sort of the gold standard level, is we would need a randomized placebo-controlled trial for something like this. And this would be the gold standard experiment for any new product. So you'd have to have at least two conditions. Randomize people to different conditions, and then the placebo has got to look just like the actual product, but it doesn't have any of the active ingredients, and it tastes just like the actual product, or maybe comes in the same packaging. That'd be a pretty demanding test, other than just testing, sort of a before and after with a number of individuals. So I think it's worth trying as long as we don't have anything in there that's going to have any adverse effects that have reason to believe that there's something unhealthy in it. But and I don't know if he's going to be able to do that, but it's that would be the gold standard. I suspect that some of these tests have already been done, because usually with any kind of new product, you have to have at least one standardized control placebo trial.
Where
and what he's talking about has been around a long time, so I would venture to say there probably is some sort of study like you're talking about.
And but where my skeptical meter goes up, and this is just the marketing guy in me, where is that when somebody uses a word that I think everybody's ears go up when you hear miracle. Like, when I hear that word, that's when I kind of go, because right off the bat, Petro, I saw your face cringe. Now as a marketer, you're having to convince me to get around that word first, because when I hear that word, I don't know if I believe in miracles, right? So when I hear the word, it's like, so now you got to convince me to get past the word to convince me to look at the package. You know what I'm saying? I can see you kind of agreeing that, Petro, right? So it's like there might be a better choice of words for the product, would be a recommendation I might make to somebody, because when I hear that word, I go immediately, snake oil, miracle. What does that mean? Right? So
miracle. And another one is secret. This is a secret. You find out there really aren't any secrets. I mean,
brother, what are you talking about? The secret is fucking 100%. There's a secret. You got to fucking do the basic shit first. That's a secret. Fucking people are fucking clueless to this. That's the secret.
Well, so here's a secret. Hey, Petro, can you stick around for a little bit of this? You got to rock and roll. We're kind of doing a free for all right now. So you good?
Sure.
Awesome. So yesterday, Marty dropped me some video. Johnny, ears up on this one, pal, because I want to have this conversation around peptides. Marty, you dropped a video yesterday, which I was quite curious about, and we had topics for the show are chosen based on what people are searching about. A lot of people are searching for peptides these days, all over the planet, and Jimmy, let's get this segment set up here. We'll do that with the video that Marty dropped here. And then, Johnny, I want you to hear this, and I want to talk about it. Jimmy, let's run this video that Marty dropped yesterday that apparently, according to this fellow, I don't know who he is, peptides are collapsing.
The U.S. government is stepping in and finally regulating peptides. If you are a research use only peptide company, the government is coming after you. The Department of Justice is coming after you. The entire industry will be wiped away. Yes, Big Pharma and their patents are partially behind it, but really it's all of you fitness influencers who have been selling those dirty Chinese raws unregulated with fake COAs, harming people. You guys have been the problem. This is a good thing. You'll go through your doctor, you will get your compounded peptides from FDA approved pharmacies, ensuring safety. That's the way it should have been since day one. So I wrote a blog about this with all the details. In my story, there is a link inside my story to learn more. But
Marty, Johnny, comments?
I mean, this is fucking new. No.
Yeah, so I don't know if I don't know if
this is.
Educate me, please.
Yeah, no. I mean, when I came into the space, I've been in the space as a user for a long time.
Yeah.
But when I came into the space as a business person, it was very fucking clear on what the possibilities were, and anybody that's not is a fucking needs to rethink their position as a businessman. I mean, even before I was in it with from the business side, all of this, call it pressure, whatever you want to deem, is it's no fucking secret. So, when it comes down like my journey, the day it becomes illegal, I fucking walk away.
Yeah. You know what so here's what I find fascinating about this though. And we talked about it yesterday on the show. So just follow my line of thinking on this one for a second. So apparently peptides are bad for us. Apparently, and I'm just apparently that you can't get them, yada yada yada. But what's that, Mondelez? Oh, you're releasing what's that? Oreos with what in them? Oh, I see. So we want North Americans to eat a bunch of Oreos with all this chemicals and all this shitty shit in it. We're gonna package it up and put it on the shelves. But oh no, we shouldn't go have a peptide that might be something to help our body. Petro, I'm a little bit confused. You can understand why I'm confused, don't you? And I'm not suggesting you're here to perpetuate the idea of peptides, but here's 8 new chemicals we put into this Oreo. Go and eat it, but yet,
you won't be confused anymore if you just start fucking watching flows of money.
Yeah. I know.
Sometimes the flows of money is putting something in. Sometimes it's taking something out.
I know.
The confusion is only because someone doesn't recognize how this whole fucking thing works when it comes to food, medicine, money. It's all one big fucking intertwined thing.
Yeah. Petro?
Mm-hmm. I was just going to say the same thing. Usually on these types of things, somebody's wallet is hurting or somebody's wallet's growing behind some of these decisions. I would imagine that pharmaceutical and food companies are a little bit behind, and that's where you get the regulations. Usually, if you just add, if you dig and see, well, who's making who's on the boards of these regulation committees, a lot of times, I mean. And this happens from hair salons all the way to probably peptides and what you might buy at GNC. I mean, it's and everywhere in between. So I got to agree with John. Follow the money in a lot of these things. It won't be so confusing.
Yeah, Marty. When you saw that, what came to mind for you, Marty? When you saw that, you're like, or was it kind of like, like here's this some dude chatting, Marty?
Well, it was my first time hearing about that. I didn't realize, that the industry was threatened like that.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, big pharma probably feel threatened. And now with the evolution of social media and people calling out the bullshit with pharma, they probably, feel some type of way. And this might, it's not going to wipe them out, but this will probably, hurt their pockets. So let's take over.
Big pharma can't be wiped out.
I said they're not going to be wiped out.
And I think when it comes to threatened, I think they're so fucking big. All they're doing is controlling all the little possible things that could turn into be a little bit more of a slightly bigger problem. And these companies,
like competition,
they're the strongest companies in the world.
We're gonna keep chatting about peptides here on the show here in the coming days and weeks because people are searching, they're curious, they're asking questions about it. So let's keep putting it on the table and having questions, curiosity about it. Hey, Petro, looking at you for a quick second. You have people that talk about conspiracy. You as a social scientist, how do you delineate the difference between conspiracy and curiosity? What's the difference? I'm curious or I'm a conspirator. Do you follow me with that line of questioning?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think there's probably a fair amount of curiosity in anyone that develops a conspiracy theory.
Yes.
But oftentimes, conspiracy theories that are actually true usually have somebody blows the whistle, right, or somebody speaks up. I mean, it's really tough to have more than 4 people. I've never been in a meeting with 4 or more people and everybody was on the same page and everybody is like colluding to hide the truth. Usually, there's all you need is more than 4 or more people to disagree. So a lot of the you got things like Watergate, for instance. Somebody speaks up, right? And so there's that. But I think what curiosity usually sort of evolves into is confirmation bias and just kind of blind ignorance. So that it starts with curiosity, and then once you get locked into, okay, this is the reason for this, why these things are occurring. I think curiosity kind of goes out, and unless there are additional ideas and theories that would support the conspiracy theory. So people are selectively curious, and it's not so much curiosity anymore, right?
I'm looking at I'm getting a text in here on the phone lines here this morning, and I am saying here, if you believe in U.S. conspiracy theory, then you probably drank the Kool-Aid. Yeah, well, there's some. Well, and like I said, I find that it's just another C word, right? Curiosity, conspiracy, collusion, right? Those 3 words, Petro, can really fuck people up. Between curiosity, collusion, and conspiracy, it's like, oh wait, what's going on over here, right? So.
Well, I think the idea behind, first off, there are these people who get, sucked into these things and it just totally overwhelms their lives. I think that's terrible.
Yes.
But I think to entertain different possibilities makes you a fucking wise human being.
So I agree with that, John. I love the power of curiosity. And that's why I asked the question, Petro, which is at what point do I become a conspirator if I continually be curious? Because I'm with John. I think that if you consistently seek wisdom, and to use your point, John, as a social scientist, and always be open to the possibilities, I could suggest you could be a conspiracy theorist because you're always being in the gray. Well, possibly this and that. And it's fascinating to me because it's laced in curiosity. And to John's point, if you're always asking the questions, maybe there's something else around that other door. Do you follow me, Petro?
No, absolutely. Yeah. I think you have to be curious to develop an idea about anything, right? Anything new that's not, sort of blatantly out there that, like, for instance, cases like Watergate. I mean, people probably had, some of the same conspiracy theories that they endorsed, but it's going to take somebody to emerge, and if nobody emerges to say like, oh, there's not this this behind the scenes powerful entity kind of controlling everything, if that doesn't emerge, then it's somewhat foolish to continue down this rabbit hole that's going to put you in your parents' basement, for the next 30 years. That this kind of quintessential idea that we have of conspiracy theory that do go down there. And I agree with John. I mean, it's a sad, very sad thing to see. But again, that's selective curiosity. And my book is not actual curiosity. The person who wants to know the truth and is kind of open-minded and seeing, like, and taking and considering all pieces of evidence is the curious person.
Is Fox Mulder curious or a conspiracy theorist? Fox Mulder's curious.
Fox Mulder?
Yeah. X-Files, brother. Come on. Fox from the
X-Files.
I don't know who the fuck it was either, dude.
I don't know.
And if they don't know, I don't know. What the fuck?
He starts bringing up all this fucking weird Star Trek shit.
I'll leave that one alone. I will go here, though. There might be a conspiracy theory. Petro, around, Jimmy, get ready for this one, around what color of vehicle and what kind of vehicle birds shit on.
This one's going to be. I already put a little bit of a sneak. I put a little. I don't know if you heard that yesterday, Petro, but I put a few of my thoughts on the table early.
So birds appear to shit more on a certain vehicle more than others, Petro, Marty. We're talking about it. Sterling, Preston, Frankie, Tommy, what's the story? Let's get after it.
Did you know birds choose certain cars to poop on? This is not random. It's targeted. Brown cars get hit the most, and pickups get smoked. Rams lead. Birds see UV, not like us. Dark colors pop harder. Brown, red, black. Mirrors can bait them. They think it's a rival. They linger, then strike. White cars get hit too. You just don't notice it. That skews the reports. Brown Ram, you're basically a bullseye. That's your did you know from Keith's parents' garage sale.
So let's specify. We're just talking color. That's all they really were talking was color, not the make of a vehicle. Correct?
Yeah. So it was actually yes. So, but it was so Dodge Rams actually, Johnny, ironically enough, are the most frequently pooped on vehicle brand.
Okay, brown. How many brown Dodge Rams do you know that get parked in a fucking garage? I mean, let's just break it down into the character of the person that's buying that truck. That fucking vehicle never sees undercover. Of course it's going to get shit on more.
So John, Marty, you and I are in the list here, man, because our Jeep is number 2 for being shit on.
Dude, I got 2 Jeeps.
Well, I guess
what are you talking about? My vehicles never get shit on because they're not outside.
Me and Keith must be those people too, man.
Petro, what do you drive?
I drive a Volkswagen Jetta.
Okay, so let's see here. You're not even on the list, Petro. The top 10 cars: Ram, Jeep, Chevy, Nissan, Dodge, Kia, Tesla, Audi, Ford, Subaru. Number 1, the brown Dodge Ram gets shit on more than any other truck or any other vehicle on the planet.
Brown Dodge is crazy.
Well, that top list of I think it's got to do with the character of the person that buys a fucking vehicle and leaves it out its fucking side is what I think.
Anderson's right. Who buys a brown fucking Dodge to start with?
So fucking easy to see through this one, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. I wonder if is it the surface area too that might
that could have something to do with it if a big fucking Ram's a big vehicle.
Yeah. So you're right, Johnny. Petro. The research suggests that pickup trucks may be bigger targets simply due to having a larger surface area. And researchers also note that birds can perceive ultraviolet light and see color differently than humans. So vibrant colors like brown, red, and black.
And that big motherfucker is in the same spot every fucking day for like 12 hours, 15 hours. It's pretty fucking easy to go shit on the same thing every day.
This reminds me though of a little bit of the birds aren't real conspiracy theory.
What?
There's an entire company that I think they go by the name Birds Aren't Real. They wrote a book about it. It's basically some young guys got together and said let's start a conspiracy theory that the birds are not real. That they sort of mimic drones with cameras, and they're basically surveillance that who's ever seen a dead bird anywhere, right? And so they're mechanical, and they've got a whole company to show. They've got a documentary that shows that it's quite easy to get people to believe this. But that was their idea.
That's because that fucking person that believes that was never a kid with a fucking BB gun.
Yes. It's crazy. So actually, birds are a thing right now here in Winnipeg. So there's a bylaw being passed right now for the businesses because there's a lot of birds flying into windows here in Winnipeg right now. So they're making businesses change their windows or putting stuff in their windows because there's a death crisis happening where birds keep flying into windows here in Winnipeg. True story. And a big section of the fucking news right now. It's actually a big thing where they're trying to find out or they're trying to stop the bird deaths in Manitoba.
Interesting.
I'm just saying. You know what's interesting? So before we walk you guys out of the lab here, some cops had some struggles catching a bad guy. Catching a cow. Jimmy puts it on the screen. So what they do? They called in the resident cowboy. Check this out. This is pretty funny, man, because Johnny likes to refer to me being on the farm all the time. Well, listen. So the cops couldn't catch this random cow. The cow was on loose. What did they call the cowboy? Look at this, man. Let's get the cowboy. Fucking throw the old lasso. That's awesome, man. Look, they fucking pulled him down. Like, that is classic fucking awesomeness, man. Don't call the cops. Call the cowboy on the fucking... Look.
He's hired. Hire him.
Awesome. I know. Could you imagine that call, though? Hey, we can't catch the cow. Can you get the cowboy in? So they call the cowboy. The guy's got the cowboy hat on. He's got his fucking rope. And that is pretty cool, man. That's absolutely pretty cool.
And that's what those fuckers do.
That's exactly what they do. Exactly. Yeah. And hey, Petro Anderson, I caught a secret video of Marty. He doesn't know this, but when Marty was traveling to Dubai, he was going through the airport and he was having some struggles. He didn't tell us this. Jimmy, put this on the screen, man. So,
oh God.
So Marty was acting up in the look. So look at this takedown. Look at that. Look at that cop, eh?
Shit.
That's a takedown, man. I'm telling you. You can just take some down.
Yeah, that's some shit that you normally see that's staged.
I know.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. The camera angle on this changes throughout the video. Is this another Sora video?
No. This is real. This is actually real. Yeah, it happened there because you've just seen a couple of. It's a cop.
Well, you can tell. I'll tell you, Petra, because like in the wrestling world, the guy that's getting that head whip, he would have reacted different. He would have been helping the guy that was doing it. So the guy in the the green, he's not helping. That he has no idea what's going on. If that was staged, he would have been helping him.
Yeah. Hey, Savage. So I always get curious about this stuff. These savage moves the Navy SEALs do, and I know sometimes we see this stuff, but it's just even more impressive when we see it in person. Check this out. So I got something quickly here to throw on screen here. Jimmy, put this one on screen here. Check this out. So underwater training, man. Navy SEAls. Like these guys are savage. Like, look at this, Johnny. The fucking trap bar in the water.
Oh, dude. I mean, watch. I mean. And that's nothing. I mean,
I know
they get put underwater, and then in all of their scuba shit.
Yeah.
And then they have somebody come down there and literally beat the fucking Christ out.
Yes.
And then they have to figure out how to stay underwater.
Yeah. It's that never fails to impress me. Never fails to impress me when you see the look at this, guys. So to the men that listen to our show that can't get off the couch and walk in the gym, look at these guys, man. They're fucking doing lunges in the water with probably 40, 50 pounds. And then now they're swimming with this shit, changing clothes. Man.
Yeah, you know how fast you fucking burn oxygen underwater like that?
Oh, I never thought about that, Anderson. You're right, eh?
Oh, yeah. We go down and we try to hold our breath for 60 seconds and relax.
Yeah.
These fuckers are down there working.
Yeah. All right,
I suspect what you see in those videos is really just scratching the surface.
Oh man,
that's what they were willing to release. You know.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sure it's much more intense.
I got one last piece of fun to walk Johnny out of the lab here this morning. Johnny, I found a toilet, man, for you. I know you're the bidet guy, and I know you love your bidet, and I know it's the best piece of equipment you have in your house. Well, they've invented a new piece of technology for you, Anderson. Check this out, brother.
What the fuck is it?
That's fire.
Is that's clearly a joke.
That's AI. That's actually AI. No, it's real. It's out of China. It's actually real. It burns all the compost. So it opens up, you drop everything in there, and it instantly burns it, incinerates it.
So you're not sitting on that toilet.
No, you get up and press the button, and it's like it's a cleaner way of disposal. Apparently, it just burns it all. But it doesn't clean your ass, Johnny. So there's the drawback.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
Dirty ass.
It's a different show here today. It was just loose and fun here, just some fun with Petro and Marty and Johnny. What do you guys got going on today, Marty? What's going on your road, bud?
Actually, I got to train after this.
So, oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good for you.
That's about it, man. Yes,
You know what I got to do? I got to fucking take a piss. You haven't cut me loose once during this whole
cut
goddamn.
him loose
I
one
know.
time. Yeah, Johnny's going crazy.
Yeah,
Johnny
get him out of here.
got a bottle
I'm
under
starting to
the desk.
wiggle, man. I'm seeing yellow here.
Petro, you good too, man? What do you got going on today?
Yeah, I'm visiting my father. I'm in Pittsburgh right now, and just
fun.
boy, it's cold
Cool.
here.
Oh
Cool.
shit! Get
Oh
out.
man.
You guys, get to your cold, Petro. Anderson, go for your piss. Marty, go for your train. I love all of you guys. Have a good one. Okay, we'll talk to you
Have
on
a
the
good
way.
loop, my brothers.
All right, guys, get out of here. Jimmy, get the guys out of here. What's going on, nation? Good morning. Good morning. You're hanging out with Keith, John, and Marty on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Man, I just love these guys. I love those guys so much. True story. Just feel like I got to say it out loud. And I love hearing it back. I do. I get notes from these guys every now and then, and it's just a wonderful camaraderie here on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Different show today. Good time. What's going on? Good time. See your note, man. Love you too. Sullivan, Holroyd, all of you guys tuning in this morning. I appreciate you guys. It's just some fun, light conversations this morning. All right. So, Jim, let's get to the morning focus, man. I think, hold on, Jim, before that, I'm going to quickly look at my notes here, Jim. And I suspect we got at everything here today. We got to Did You Know? We touched a little bit of the peptide stuff. We didn't dig too much into the escapism, why men are checking into reality. I'll talk about that for a couple seconds, perhaps at some point here. And then we got into bullshit or no bullshit with Petro. We did the epic spot with Johnny, ultimate takedown, called in the horse. Oh, Jimmy, we got through all the epic spots, man. Producer Jimmy on the fucking buttons today. Good job, pal. I appreciate you. Great work. All right, so I like to do the morning focus segment that comes in and around now, 8:30, 8:35. I'm sorry, 9:30, 9:35 Eastern time. More of like a monologue type thing where it allows me to kind of throw some thoughts on the table, respond to topics of conversation that are happening in the world. And today, I got one that leans back into what I've been kind of a theme all week, which is AI. And it came up at dinner time last night with some of the folks I was sitting with. And Jimmy, it looks like, looks like we have a visitor in the comments, Jimmy. I think we'll have to address the visitor in the comments. Lost Cause 187. Lost Cause. Let me pivot to you. Lost Cause. Why would a grown man wear goofy ass glasses indoors? Well, Lost Cause, let me address you. First of all, I'm not a grown man. Nope. I'm actually a little midget. Yeah, true story. Just a little guy. Like little man. Yep. So I'm not actually grown. So thank you for being curious. Secondly, I would say to you that they're not goofy. No, the chicks dig them. Oh, Jimmy, the chicks dig the glasses, man. I'm telling you right now. They've stopped by the show and they go, oh, what's with the glasses? Lost Cause. And they go, oh, what's with the voice? I go, oh, yeah. So Lost Cause, I appreciate you taking some time out of your day, joining the show here today, and using that awesome articulative brain of yours to type those words. Why would a grown man wear goofy ass glasses indoors? Jimmy, that might be the question of the day. And that might even be the question of the year. Good time? It just might be. I'm thinking it might be the best question of the day and of the year when somebody says, why would a grown ass man wear goofy ass glasses indoor? So yeah, Lost Cause. I can help you get your own show, man. Can help you get your own show if that's interesting to you on the Mornings in the Lab Live network. Although it is invite only, so maybe you wouldn't qualify to get on the network. I'm not sure. But what I do know is that AI has made us equal. And the discipline as we go forward is going to decide who wins.
AI made the world fairer, fellas. Same tools, same models. So why are some men still acting broke and powerless? You don't need a rich uncle, fancy degree, miracle morning routine. You need a phone, Wi-Fi, and a backbone. Yet half the guys I meet use AI to plan their dream, then scroll themselves numb instead of pressing publish. These tools killed 90% of your friction. The gap now isn't access, it's discipline and what you repeat. Morning Focus today isn't about prompts or plugins. It's about whether you sit down daily and actually build something.
It's time to get real. It's time to get real with you. And real with you too, Lost Cause. Oh, let's see. Lost Cause got a comment here, Jimmy. So what you're saying is that you're a child and all the other children think your glasses are cool. That was way better than an actual explanation. Oh, Jimmy, we got more words out of Lost Cause 187. We went from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 words, Jimmy. 10 words he typed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost 20 some odd words. Lost Cause, I love you, man. I love you. I love the articulate messaging you're putting within the show here. The value that you're adding is beyond exceptional. I'm just saying. I know the community is loving the value you're adding, and I love that I am also really enjoying the value. So, dude, I'm telling you, man, I would love to have you. Hey, like the channel, subscribe. Why don't you come back? Lost Cause, come hang out. Or actually, the phone lines are open. You can come join the conversation. Lost, if you have something to say, I would love to have a dialogue with you. True story. Yeah, 431-300-3005. Give me a call, man. Let's have a conversation. Love to know who you are. And Lost is that you actually can't see the numbers behind the scenes that I can see. Yeah, true story. So we are not only stream here on YouTube, but we're also on X, we're on LinkedIn. We got a couple streams happening. So I love your curiosity and your interest, Lost Cause. Actually, Jimmy, here's the question for Lost Cause. Hey, Lost Cause, how many podcasts have you done, Lost Cause? How many live shows have you done? Or what are you doing here today, Lost Cause? Yeah, I'm wondering. Maybe, actually, maybe I might be the guy on stage and you're the non-playable character in the stands. Just thinking. Yeah. Oh, and you love my choreographed boy band intro? Oh, dude, I love that too. Me too. We're on the same page. Dude, I love you, man. Hey, we had a conversation earlier about synchrony. Like when our brains synchronize, I think you and I are clicking. Lost Cause 187. Jimmy, I'm going to be real with you, man. I love ChatGPT. Lost, I love it. I love ChatGPT. I love Gemini. Yeah. I love Grok. I love all these new tools that are in front of us, but not for the reason that you think. No, it's not because they're smart. It's not because they can write emails or build slides or draft business plans in seconds. No. I love them because for the first time in history, they actually make us all equal. Yeah, like Lost Cause. True story. The playing field has never been this flat. You don't need a fancy degree. You don't need like some big team. You don't need a massive budget. You don't need rich uncle, trust fund, or a Silicon Valley zip code. Nope, you don't. You don't need any of it, actually. You need a phone. You need the internet. You need the courage to start typing. And all of those old excuses, fuck, man, I don't know how. I don't have time. I don't have the skills. Wow, they're all gone because AI killed all of that friction. You want the skills? ChatGPT has it. Yeah. You want the know-how? Well, Gemini has it. You want to launch a show? You sure can pretty damn easily. But most of you won't because you're too busy fucking sitting around typing in my comments because you don't know what to do next. Lost Cause. You want to write a book? You absolutely can. Oh yeah, easy to do. You want to start a business, a newsletter, a brand, a movement? You can. The gap now, guys, it isn't access. No, the gap is actually gone. But Jimmy, here's where everybody gets freaked out, man. Because the gap is discipline. Oh my goodness, what a fucking scary word. Billis wants me to discipline? He wants me to get up the same day to do the same things? He wants me to be a leader? Is that what discipline is? Yeah. Oh, Lost Cause, I'm certainly not a wannabe, brother. Oh, yeah, you got that all wrong if you think I'm a wannabe. Oh, no. I think you might be the wannabe. I think I am the am. I am the am. I am. You are want. I am. Because the gap is discipline. It's even the playing field for all of us. Same tools, same models, same buttons on the screen. But here's the thing, Jimmy. Why is it that some people are quietly building their dreams and building their dream life before breakfast? Yes! Lost Cause 187. Jimmy, we got him. I love it. Dude, all kidding aside, all fucking kidding aside, Lost Cause. Thank you. And I'm serious. I appreciate you. Thanks for pausing, hitting the like, not trying to be a jerk. And I know you're not trying to be a jerk. It's our morning show. We're fun. We like to do crazy shit. And by you spending some time with us, it just tells me that we're doing great shit. So thank you. And I'm being serious, dude. And I appreciate that, because you could have chosen to leave. You could have chosen to go somewhere else, but you choose to stick around for a couple of minutes. And that's all I ask, is a couple minutes. Maybe you stick around for a couple minutes. You decide you come back for a couple more minutes. So, brother, I appreciate you, man. Lost Cause, where are you joining me from this morning, man? I'm serious. Where are you joining me from this morning? I've been getting after the show for a couple years now. We're building a morning show platform for men like you and me, because I know you're not a lost cause, brother. But hey, back to the conversation around the discipline, the flattening of everything. Because we all got the same buttons on the screen, Jimmy. We all got the same ChatGPT, the same Gemini, the same Grok. But some of us are just busy scrolling, saving clips, waiting for the next day to get started, waiting for Monday, waiting for one day, waiting for, I'll get started next week. But here's the reality. It's not the intelligence. It's not the talent. It's not being good with tech. No. ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, all the models. Here's the thing. It's this. Are you willing to sit down every day and do something with what you've been given? Because AI will brainstorm with you. Thanks, Rico. I appreciate your comments, brother. Good to have you in the show here this morning as well. Rico 402 joining us, one of the regulars in the mornings in the lab community. A lot of love from me to you, brother. Appreciate that. But here's the thing. When you're an expert in AI, it's not actually being good with the tech. No. We can learn those skills. It's this. Are you willing to sit down every day to do it? Because AI will brainstorm with you. It will outline the course for you. It will write the cold email, design the landing page, draft the script, and fix the grammar. But it will not. It absolutely will not hit the go live. No, it's not going to be there for you. It won't post the videos for you. It won't have the uncomfortable conversations with your team. It won't get up 30 minutes earlier for you. It will not help you avoid the snooze button. Because here's the thing. From my experience, nation, that's still on you, the human being. We're living in the least friction-filled moment for all of us. True. There's no friction. The only friction is our own mirror, our own lack of self-discipline. Yeah. And at the same time, here's what frustrates me. We might be living in the softest era of discipline. People just waiting to feel ready. I'll get started in January, Jimmy. Good time. I'm thinking one day is ready to go. No. AI gave you the studio. AI gave you the tools. AI gave you the script. The only question for you, mister, is will you actually show up and perform? Because here's the truth. Here's the absolute unequivocal truth. These tools don't make you special. They just remove your excuses. Yeah. That's the scary part, isn't it, Jimmy? They're all gone. I got no excuses to hide behind. Holy fuck, man. Where am I going to hide? Because if you're not creating right now, if you're not at least trying to build the thing that lives in your head, it's not because you don't have access. It's because you haven't decided. So I'm going to leave this with you. You and the person that you admire most online, you have access to the exact same AI. The only difference between you and them might be what you do after this sentence ends.
Most of us try to fix our life from the neck up first. Thoughts, podcasts, journaling, motivation, mindset. But your body is the one absorbing the stress. Tight chest, racing thoughts, scrolling at midnight instead of sleeping. Same thing in relationships and work. On paper, you look fine, but inside you feel smothered, distant, slightly wrong. Today, we're talking tiny movements, quiet habits that corrode love, and that heavy misalignment in your chest.
Let's start the community corner over on YouTube. Move, move, move. Vanya says most people try to transform through mindset, positive thinking, affirmations, visualization. But biology, well, it doesn't change through thoughts alone. No? Really? Really? Your nervous system is the operating system of your life. If it's frozen or stuck in survival mode, no mindset hack will work. You hear us talk about it all the time. Movement. Movement creates momentum. Movement is what updates the operating system. Movement resets anxiety faster than thinking, rewires the brain, releases dopamine, serotonin, BDNF, and endorphins. Movement creates momentum. Movers thrive because they act before they feel ready. They move first. Clarity, and then momentum follow. But then that identity you have is built through action and intention. The daily proof rewires identity faster than affirmation. So consider this. Here's my simple prescription for you today. Move every day, even in the minutes when you don't. Because the movement is the signal that tells your system you're ready to go. It tells your system that you're capable. It tells your system that you're looking to create momentum. So nation, here's the question for you. When's the last time you moved your body before trying to fix your mind? Guys, if you're stuck today, true story, here's my suggestion. If you're stuck today, just get up and start walking. Go for a walk. And what you're trying to solve might not come in the first 30 seconds, might not even come in the first 5 minutes. Petro, forgot to tell you, man, I went for a run today. Disliked every 30 minutes of it. But as I went through 0 to 15 and then 14 to 0, man, my momentum, my energy, my attitude continued to shift. You know where it all started? With movement. Movement that I didn't want to do. True story. All right. Over on Substack, Sive. Yeah, Sive. Jimmy, Sive. New word today. Sive. Yeah, Sive, five surprisingly normal habits that ruin relationships. Harris O'Malley says seemingly normal habits quietly controls and corrode good relationships, even when partners think they're doing everything right. 1, letting sex be purely spontaneous. After initial passion fades, life piles up. Schedule intimacy to keep that closeness built in. Nation, we're all about life expectancy work on this show. Have you scheduled life expectancy work with your partner or yourself? True story. Number 2, spending all your time together. Maintain individual space, hobbies, friends. You're smothering each other if you're not. Number 3, treating your partner like a roommate. Relationships require ongoing effort. Go smack your wife's ass. And it requires shared responsibility. Go give her a kiss on the neck. Number 4, failure to communicate honesty and honestly express feelings and needs instead of letting grievances fester. She can't read your mind. No, she can't read your mind. Express yourself. Be vulnerable. Be emotional. Go and smack her ass. Number 5, acting financially single. Set those clear agreements on budgets, bills, big purchases. Money becomes long-term resentment. And which of these 5 habits is quietly corroding your relationship right now, nation? Ask yourself this. Have you smacked your wife's ass lately? Oh, all right. Last on our community corner right now, LinkedIn. Getting yourself back in alignment, not back alignment, alignment. Benny Hill. Ben Hill commuted to the quiet zone. Yep, the quiet zone of trains while living a life that was anything but quiet internally. The misalignment can look like success on paper, but feel heavy and draining. But high performers, well, they quietly hold their breath. You don't need to quit your day job or blow up your life, you guys. You need one honest moment. What's that honest moment? This isn't who I want to be anymore. Perhaps, Jimmy, like the way we started the show with Jason Momoa. Yeah, I don't want to be Aquaman. No, I'm Lobo. Ben's path? Lead with honesty. Build evidence through daily small wins and work at your growth stage. So, here it goes. The quiet tension you feel is a signal that something is misaligned, not a personal defeat. So, nation, here's the question for you today. What quiet tension are you ignoring that's actually a signal that you're misaligned? Maya, what about you?
Fellas, please stop trying to think your way into a new life from the couch. Get your ass up and start moving, have honest conversations, and get yourself into alignment. That's it for the Community Corner. Have an awesome weekend.
Guys, wrapping up here again today. I have an invitation for you. Go smack your wife's ass hourly. I agree with Petro. True, 100%, man. If you love your wife, go smack her ass. The little moments of affection. I'm not saying, oh, I gotta bang, bang. No, just go give a little tap, tap. Just go give a little tap, tap. She might give you a little tap, tap back. You go kiss her neck. Go tell her you love her. True story. Nation, we are done here today. Done wrapping it up for the week. Wow. What a lot of fun here. We had a different show here. Jimmy, we're going to cut this one up a little bit differently today. It was a loose show here today, guys. Yes, today we covered a lot of ground. We pressure tested ideas on center stage. We got into deep dive. We threw some bullshit discussion on the table with our resident bullshit professor, the man we have lots of love for, Dr. John Petrocelli, joining us from Pittsburgh today. We talked about hand gestures. Are they persuasive or are we bullshitting you? We talked about brain synchronomy or synchrony. Are we clicking because our brains are aligned, or are we clicking because we smell the same? Nation. Whoa. Jimmy, look at the comments from Sully. I may not be totally present on Monday, December 15th at the MITL show because Sully might be getting after it. We'll be doing some life expectancy work with my girl, 54th birthday. Good for the prostate. Sully. Jimmy, let's get this calendar circled to December 15th. You know what? I got Sully's phone number in my phone because he called me one time. Hey, Nation, we might have to give Sully a call when hey, Sully, if the phone's ringing, man, you're going to have a choice to make. You're going to have a choice to keep jumping or humping or to answer the handsome chief. December 15th, Jimmy, circle the calendar. I appreciate you, Sullivan. Lots of love, man. Hey, you know, good times coming after you. Holroyd's coming after you. Petro's coming after you. Everybody's going to be coming after Sully on the 15th, getting after for life expectancy work. That's fucking awesome, man. Guys, we also followed up today with a practical look at updating the body. We talked a little bit about peptides on the show here today. We also talked about the morning focus. Listen, AI, guys, is evening the playing field for all of us. Yeah. The only difference between you and that person over there is your discipline. So if you're disciplined, you'll win. If you're not, you're going to lose. Yep, true story. 100%. What a fun week of shows. We had Jason Hewlett here a couple days ago. Appreciate you, Jay. Appreciate you a lot. Jimmy, we had Brianna Bass yesterday too. Yes. We have Jimmy Booksmarks it. We had Brianna Bass yesterday, the clinical sexologist. Awesome guest. Who else do we have here on the show this week? I actually don't remember. Yeah, true story. Jimmy, who did we have on Monday? We had Brianna Bass. We had oh man, I don't even remember. But guys, thank you for spending part of your morning with us. Your time matters. I know your time matters, and I appreciate. Oh yeah, we had Adam. Oh yeah, Adam Burrell, the comedian from California. Monday, what a fun show. We had Adam on Monday, Jason Hewlett on Tuesday. We had a side slow on Wednesday. We had Brianna Bass yesterday. And we had, of course, the resident doc himself, John Petrocelli, joining us this morning from Pittsburgh. He's here every Friday, 8:30 Eastern time. We put bullshit on the table and we question about it, bullshit or no bullshit. And then we close the conversation with John, Marty, and Petro on what vehicle gets shit on the most. Maybe it's your vehicle. Yeah. And I'm not going to tell you anymore. You got to go back and listen to the show here about the 9:27 minute mark. We got into the conversation around what vehicles get shit on the most, what kind, what color. That was part of the conversation today. So, guys, as you head into the weekend, stay disciplined, stay on top of the basics, move your body, handle the uncomfortable conversation. Don't disappear into the easy shit. Nobody's asking you to overhaul your life in 2 days, guys. Just don't piss it all away. Don't make those self-sabotaging behaviors, because those self-sabotaging behaviors will kick your ass. We're back live on Monday. You know where we are. Live, 8 o'clock Eastern time. David, Animal, the Cannibal Glasses. What's going on, David? Good to have you here in the community. Where are you joining us from, David? We're just about to say goodbye. Jimmy, we got David joining us right now in the comments. Where David I3IL. I can't read the last part. David, where are you joining us from, pal? Good to see you there in the comments. We're back here live, 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here, YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. And before we say goodbye, I want to see where David's joining us from, if he's going to join the conversation, which would be great. If not, then we're going to get after it and get out of here. Thanks, Petro. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, we got a full... Oh, David joining us from Canada. David, where in Canada? I'm in Canada too, man. I'm right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Where are you joining us from, David? I'm in Winnipeg, Canada. You are where? We got Good Time joining us as well from the Connecticut area. We have Holroyd joining us from Canada as well. But I would love to know where David's joining us from. Hey, Jimmy, maybe David's joining from Winnipeg. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he is. But I'm suspecting not. No, I'm suspecting he's joining us from the East. Jimmy, I'm going to bet the East. I'm thinking he's probably joining us all the way from Ontario. David from Ontario, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Hey, what do we got going on Monday, Jimmy? Let's pull it up. Monday, we have a show on Monday. I am going to look for it right now, actually, and see what we got happening on the Monday show. Calendly. Let's just see here. Jimmy, I'm going to beat you to it, Jim, to see if David gets in here first. Okay, Monday. We're working on a guest on Monday. We got a guest on Wednesday next week. Hamish Noah. We're going to work on a good show, big show for Monday. So, guys, have yourself a great weekend. Stay safe. Stay warm. Keep moving to get that momentum. And we're back at it live. 8 o'clock. Hot Springs tour. Yeah, I don't know what that means, David. Live, 8 o'clock Eastern time, X, YouTube, and LinkedIn. I'm the Handsome Chief. I'm Keith Bellis. I'm the host. I'm out of here. We'll see you guys Monday.